the system we living in. Sometimes I hear a lot of people talk. What do I mean when I refer to the system we living in? The system is rigged. And some people just don't get it. Like, how do I know that the system is rigged? Well, take a look at how you're living. We're on a planet of nature. And you're paying to survive. And there's some that don't make it. They get left out in the cold. To die. To starve. That's rig enough. You don't have to go into it no more than that. When you're put on this planet just to be hypnotized enough to become a robot, a battery, to put into the machine to be utilized from start to finish, and then they give you a sloppy retirement bag on your way out the door. Then they pass the information they told you. You pass that information down to your children so that the system can stay going, so that the machine can stay in operation. And there's some people that can't clearly see it. There's those that have been put here that can clearly see it, that can express it in a divine way, that can touch the minds of others that are sleeping giants, sleeping lions. It only take but a few to wake up masses. Once the masses is woken up, the system shuts down. Just one day, that's all it takes. One day of the system being shut down, it is shut down for good. It has to be rebuilt. We need a new government of righteousness instead of a government that's thoroughly manipulating and treating the people like slaves 24/7. They keep you poisoned outside and inside, so it doesn't wake up the right internal organs that'll connect you to a realm that's beyond the physical realm, to connect you to your source power. The system has been like this for thousands of years. In order to keep an individual a slave, they must know exactly how to manipulate you spiritually, mentally, and physically. That means they have labs set up specifically to how to keep you poisoned, keep you manipulated. And when the technology begin to rise, they begin working on the mind control. They begin to put things in the sky that could change the mood swings of people, make you angry, make you get violent, so it can fill up the prison cells. Even though the most effective prison cells are the one that's strapped to the mind. It went from slavery to the most effective slavery, one of the ones that trap you into a conscious that you can't see that you are a slave. Touch, smell, or see. In order to arise from this captivity, there are many that come that speak this information, but the spell work, MLK, thoroughly effective. They're cause for those to attack those that wake up. You become irritated by those that speak a different language than what you're used to hearing. This man ain't used to meditating, exploring his mind, exploring his conscience. Stop the party. Begin to party internally. Open the chakras. Let the energy move, energy that's stagnant, which causes sickness, which causes elements inside of the body, which causes backups, internal intestine worms, because the vibration is so low. They thrive off that vibration, thrive off the foods you feed it. That affects the whole body. A sick body can't function, or the mind can't function in a sick body. It would take great minds to explore this information and to pass it on. Because individuals that are awakened to it, that have been sent here to speak that other different language, we are constantly attacked, abused, because we hold a higher frequency. Our mechanics completely different. Our souls are a little bit older, a little bit wiser, more mature. We come in here specifically to withstand the pain, the density, the lower frequencies, the very violent, conscious minds of others that strike at those that come as a people that take stands, rebellions. Not scared to stand up for what's right, stand up for what the heart is telling us. Easy access to the heart and mind, and we speak it. And we deliver this information to as many as we could while still being threatened by other people's comfort, because we shake it by our presence. The intimidation that we bring because of the frequency of power, the same frequency of power that's inside the other individuals. And we awaken it. And we awaken the darkness that's within them, that's keeping that frequency held captive. Is held prisoner by trauma. Bunch of quicksand and a bunch of gum that's holding this person's back spiritually, internally. We are the plumbers. We are the ones that can go into the system and break all of the codes. We see the matrix numbers running. We are the ultimate threat. We are constantly watching, surveilled. We are the ones that rise the entire program to a program that's no longer needed. Individuals can think for themselves, not told how to think and what to think since birth. To keep a system running with a corrupt mind that translates to the body. So the mind's sick and the body's sick because you're already spiritually sick. That's been implemented into you since you was young, from the parents and so forth. Until you have the ones that come in that break that chain. The curse breakers. They revolutionize their entire family's consciousness. It's time now. We're living in that moment where things are going to change. And Mother Earth is making things change. And we see the things that are happening in nature and in the system itself. There's only but so much that darkness can hold a grip on the light that's piercing through.